Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, how are you today? I hope all of you are happy, healthy, and ready to learn today. Before we start our lesson today, let's pray. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Let's say hamdalah, alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Today we will learn about legend, one of narrative types. The story we're going to discuss is The Legend of the Crying Stone. So, what legend do you like to read? What is a legend then? Legend is a folklore. It is formed as a short work of fiction. It contains a few characters featuring human actions, believed or perceived, both by teller and listeners, to have taken place in human history. It demonstrates human values and possesses certain qualities that give the tale verisimilitude. The structures of a legend. Orientation sets the scene and introduces the characters. Complication, it is a central problem or complication including rising action to a dramatic climax. Resolution or moralization, it is where the complication is resolved. Language features of a legend. Using many action verbs, verbal and mental processes. Using direct and indirect speech. Using the past tense. Using linking words related to time, using dialogues with different tenses, using descriptive languages to help readers' imagination. Here is an example of a legend. The title is The Legend of the Crying Stone. In a small village, a girl lived with her mother. The girl was very beautiful. Every day she put makeup and wore her best clothes. She didn't like to help her mother work in a field. The girl was very lazy. One day, the mother asked the girl to accompany her to go to the market to buy some food. At first, the girl refused, but the mother persuaded her by saying they were going to buy new clothes. The girl finally agreed, but she asked her mother to walk behind her. She didn't want to walk side by side with her mother. Although her mother was very sad, she agreed to walk behind her daughter. On the way to the market, everybody admired the girl's beauty. They were also curious. Behind the beautiful girl, there was an old woman with a simple dress. The girl and her mother looked very different. "Hello, pretty lady. Who is the woman behind you?" asked them. "She's my servant," answered the girl. The mother was very sad, but she didn't say anything. The girl and the mother met other people. "Hello, beauty. Who is the woman behind you?" asked them again. Again the girl answered that her mother was her servant. She always said that her mother was her servant every time they met people. At last, the mother could not hold the pain anymore. She prayed to God to punish her daughter. God answered her prayer. Slowly, the girl's leg turned into stone. The process continued through the upper part of the girl's body. The girl was very panicky. "Mother, please forgive me," she cried and asked her mother to forgive her. But it's too late. Her whole body finally became a big stone. Until now, people still could see tears falling down the stone. People then called it the crying stone, or in Indonesian mean batu menangis. From this text, we can analyze the text structure. The first one, the sentence written in bold, is the title, while the next part is the orientation. We can look at where the story takes place, in a small village, and then when the story occurred, one day, and then the next part is the complication, where the problem arises, and the last one is the resolution, where the problem is solved. So what is past tense? past tense actions that happened at a specific time in the past. For example, one day the mother asked the girl to accompany her to go to the market to buy some food. At first, the girl refused, but the mother persuaded her by saying they were going to buy new clothes. The girl finally agreed. The words written in bold are examples of past tense. Sequence words. Sequence words are used to help the readers easily connect events in a story. Sequence words can be at the beginning, for example, the use of one day, in the middle, for example, the use of the next day or the following day, or end, for example, the use of finally, or as an interruption in a sentence. And then noun phrase. It is a phrase that includes a noun and optionally modifiers. In a legend, noun phrases are commonly used to introduce the characters and setting of the story. Reported speech. Indirect speech is also called reported speech. It is used when the speaker reports what someone else said. We use indirect speech. We make some changes in pronouns to reflect who is speaking. When you are reporting the speech of someone who talked about himself with the first person pronoun or the word I, you need to change the pronoun to he. For example, indirect speech, she is my servant, answered the girl. The indirect speech form is, the girl answered that she was her servant. Verb. Because in indirect speech we are reporting, we use a tense which is further back or in the past. That's all our learning today. I hope you are happy in learning English. See you again. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.